Never before the students of India have so much been frustrated as today when the problems of unemployment are dominant. So obviously the sentence is divided into 4 parts, right? Never before is part 1. The students of India have so much been frustrated is part 2. As today when the problems is part 3. Of unemployment are dominant is part 4. Yeah, so where do you think the error is? Now the quick tip, right? Like I keep saying, when it comes to finding errors, every question, there is a rule that you can apply, right? It's good for us to be aware of that rule. So a lot of you are coming back and saying part 2, part 2, part 2. But what's the rule? Anybody wants to kind of give it a try? What can be the rule behind this? And what's our clue phrase in the context or clue word in the context? Word order, yes, that's a concept, very good. As in construction wise, I'll explain that, but it's part 3 error. Most of you have come back and said part 2. Let's quickly look at it. Now, like somebody said, right? It's a word order error. Yes, it is a word order error. Correct. But our clue word is never, right? Never before. So obviously the meaning is giving us it's a negative meaning, right? So when a sentence begins with a negative adverbial, like, never, rarely, seldom, right? Scarcely, hardly, we know that, right? When you have a sentence beginning with this, what happens is the helping verb, right? Or the auxiliary verb in our context is have, right? So the verb, auxiliary verb, what happens? Comes before the subject. Now having looked at this rule, can you quickly rearrange the words now for me? Let me give you a example sentence. If I say, never have I seen anything stranger, right? So what is happening? I have seen is the proper construction. I have seen something strange, right? But never have I seen anything stranger. When the sentence begins with never, what am I doing? I'm shifting this word order, right? It's not I have seen. Never have I seen. So this auxiliary verb goes before the subject. So here in this case, the subject is the students of India, right? So never before have the students of India been so much frustrated as today when the problems of unemployment are dominant. So if I have to use as of today, right? As of today, the problems of unemployment are dominant. Okay. However, let's go back to our context. So never before have the students of India been so much frustrated. So anyway, the error is in part 2. So you'll have to reconstruct the entire word order. So as here brings in the meaning of like, right? Like today, it's explaining to us what's happening today. What is the problem? The problems of unemployment are dominant. That's what is the current situation. So let's go back and change the entire construction. So never before have the students of India been so much frustrated, or have they been so frustrated? I can even remove the much, but since it's part of the question, let it be. So much frustrated, and the rest of the sentence. As today, when the problems of unemployment are dominant. It's the same construction. Never before have the students of India been so frustrated as today when the problems of unemployment are dominant. Or never before have the students of India been frustrated so much. That also makes sense, right? That's also fine. Have been frustrated so much as today when the problems of unemployment are dominant. Yes. So either ways, the error is in part 2, where you change the construction, word order. So in the second context, if you see, the problems of unemployment are dominant. So here, the subject is not unemployment. The subject is the problems, which is a plural subject. And that's why are as a plural verb is correct. Are you following? That's it.